What's up, y'all? I haven't been out here for a couple of days because obviously it was the weekend, so I never came out. Because I didn't feel like it. Maybe because the weather was a little gloomy and depressing, so I didn't bother coming out. They did say it was supposed to rain today, but it's not. But I'm basically just gonna give y'all more advice about having friends. Now, I'm just gonna cut straight to the point. But friends are the main people alongside with your family that you always need to have. Definitely, always, 100%. Because when you don't have friends, you feel as if you don't have a lot of people to depend on or rely on as well. Of course, you got your family, definitely. Your family has been there for you ever since you came into this world. Friends are people that you meet along the way as you get older. So, whether you make friends or not, it's always important to have some friends. Not a lot, because I said this before, that if you have a lot of friends that you met either through school, work, or whatever, but for some reason they don't keep in contact with you, and vice versa, you don't keep in contact with them, that's because you don't know them too deeply. You haven't gotten the time to actually go to them in person or interact with them, have a conversation with them, talk with them, get to know them better, and vice versa once more. So I suppose it's not good to have a lot of friends. It's best to have at least a max of 2 to 3 friends, probably. And minimum could be at least one other friend or 2. So the max number of friends you should have is at least 3. Minimum can be at least 1 or 2. Because I said before that it's not good to have your friend circle too big or too small. At the same time, I guess it could make sense to have your friend circle small, because you would rather know very, very few people rather than a lot. Because you have all these other people right here that you've seen before that you rarely know, but you haven't gotten the time to really get to know them. So you have all these other people that you either have on Facebook, social media in general, or if you have their phone number somehow, but you don't keep in contact with them because you don't know them that well. So it's kind of not good to have those type of people lying around in your friend circle, because you don't know them well, you don't interact with them, you don't hang with them. So I guess it's kind of not good for you to have all those friends lying around that you obviously don't know well. So, and by the way, I have a lot of friends on Facebook. A lot of people keep adding me. And obviously, I know them through mutual friends, basically. But even though I've never seen them in person, and I might as well start to clear out my Facebook friends, because of course they're mutual friends, but at the same time I never met them in person, nor have I met them in school or at work, even though I'm not working yet. But like I said, you can meet friends through work or school. But I think I should start decluttering my friend list on Facebook, because there's a lot of these people that I don't know or haven't met in person. So I guess the reason why I'm accepting their requests is because I want to see how much friends I can truly have on Facebook or on social media, period. Now, I don't know if I said this before, but I'm completely done with Instagram. I don't use that platform anymore, because it's kind of like Facebook, but just on a different type of platform, social media platform and all. So I don't use that anymore. I'm mainly on Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube, basically. So I don't know. I might stop using Facebook probably as well, because nothing satisfying goes on. Because if I want to know some news, I can either just go on Google or look it up on YouTube if I have to. So that's pretty much it. But overall, that's how I can technically keep up with my news. Or if I have to, I might as well just keep Facebook just to keep track with the local news. Because obviously I don't watch no TV because I don't have cable in my own room. Like, I have a TV, but obviously it's a fucked up TV. But I don't have no cable hooked up to it, so I can't watch actual TV. So that's it. All I do is play my video games on there. So the only type of news I have to keep track on is on Facebook. Either that or Google. That's pretty much it. So, but overall, you can never have too many friends. You can never have too many friends, because you have all these people that you obviously don't know, or that you mutually know, but you don't take the time to really get to know them, or interact with them, or hang with them, or get in contact with them. You know, so it's never too good to have a lot of friends. But at the same time, it's also not too good to have very little friends. But at the same time, it can actually make sense to have very little friends, because you want to get to know just very few people. It can either be at least one or two people, and then that's it. So, like I said, there was a lot of friends that I met, especially in my school years, definitely. Elementary, middle, and high. But all those friends I know, I either don't keep in contact with them anymore, or I don't see them in person anymore, or I don't interact with them anymore. I just keep them on Facebook, but that's pretty much it. But at the same time, I don't want to remove them from my Facebook, because that's the main account that I use. That's the main account where a lot of people are adding me. At the same time, I don't want to remove them, because I've seen them in school before, and because I know them. I may not know them deeply, but I know them fairly well. So there's no point in me deleting them. But at the same time, there was a handful of people that have been adding me that I clearly don't know, but they are mutual friends with the people I do know from school. So I added them back, and I haven't deleted them since, because I mutually know them from the other friends I do know. So it is what it is, but I'm making my friend circle completely small as well, because obviously I don't talk much with those people I do know. Like I said, I only have two besties. I have two besties. That's it. I may have said before that I may have had like maybe 3 or 4 besties, but now it died back down to 2. So obviously, one of them being Trinity, my best friend forever, and another bestie. That's pretty much it. But I'm not going to expose her name. But that's it. I only have 2 best friends. That is it. Well, actually 3. Yeah, 3. 2 of them, I don't want to expose their names. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And the only other friends that I have deep contact with is basically 2 guys. But that's pretty much it. So 3 girls as best friends, and 2 guys that I talk to, or is it 3 guys? No, 3 guys. 3 guys that I have good friendships with, and 3 girls that I have best friendships with. So that is my friend circle. So anyone else that I'm friends with, I either don't talk to them that much, or I don't interact with them, or I don't hang out with them that much anymore. So, and that's pretty much it. That's my friend circle. So I literally got 3 guys that I'm friends with and 3 girls that I'm best friends with. That is my friend circle completely. If I left anyone out that I've said before that I'm friends or best friends with, then I'm probably no longer friends or best friends with them anymore. Because I don't talk with them anymore. I don't hang out with them anymore. You know, I don't interact with them in any way. I don't get in contact, all of that. So that's pretty much it. It is what it is. Like I said, you can make friends and you can lose friends. So you can make friends while you're in school, but obviously the more older that you get, you know, you might switch schools, and those friends that you did know, they end up switching schools, so you don't keep in contact with them anymore, so you're no longer friends with them. So yeah, there was a lot of friends I met in middle school. A lot of them transferred to my high school that I went to, so you know, but strangely, I don't keep in contact with them anymore, so, you know, that's understandable. That's because they're living their lives, so there's really no point of giving them advice, because they're living their lives to the fullest. They know what to do to keep themselves content, comfortable, happy, making money, all of that jazz. That's their life, they can live it, yeah. And probably all they need is just God and their family. That's pretty much it. But same thing goes for everyone, including me. In order for your life to be happy, successful, live to the fullest, is that you need God, your family, and your friends, definitely. Or certain friends. Certain friends. So, yeah. It is what it is. But as I said, you can never have too many friends, and you can never have too less friends, if that's a correct terminology to put it. But yeah, but at the same time, it does make sense for you. It does make sense for you to have very little friends if you don't want to know every damn body. So I guess it kind of makes sense for you to have very little friends. But in some cases, it doesn't make sense to have very little friends. So in some cases it does, in some cases it don't. So however someone wants to put it to you, or however someone wants to explain it to you, having too many friends is bad, or having very few friends is bad, or vice versa, or any other way you want to put it. So, you know, I'm just trying to make sure that if y'all know anyone out there, or any people, or any friends that you've met through school or through earlier years of you working or whatever, but you don't keep no damn contact with them, you don't interact with them, you don't hang out with them anymore, immediately cut them off. If you have their phone numbers, delete them and block them. Respectfully. If you have them on any social media platforms that you use, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or if you're subscribed to them on YouTube but you don't watch their videos, or if you have them on TikTok, YouNow, or any social media platforms y'all use that you have contact with these people but you don't watch their contact or their content, or you don't keep in contact with them, you don't interact with them, immediately cut them off, because you don't speak with them anymore. You don't watch their content. You don't keep in contact with them. You don't talk with them. You don't hang with them. You don't see them in person anymore. Immediately cut them off. and only keep the people and only keep the friends that you deeply have contact with, that you deeply have a friendship with, that you deeply talk with more often, or that you hang with more often, or that you talk to more often. Only keep those friends, whether it's very little of them or if it's a lot. Like I said, everyone can have different amounts of friends. So, but only keep the friends that you have a deep relationship with or friendships with. Only keep those people. Others that you know mutually or barely or rarely, immediately cut them off, because you don't talk with them anymore. So what's the point of keeping them in your phone book? Or what's the point of keeping them as your friends on social media? Immediately block them, immediately remove them, or cut them off. Because I guess there's no purpose to you in your life anymore, because you don't interact with them in any way. So I'm just trying to make sure that your friend circle is as I really don't know how to say it, but however you want your friend circle to be, whether it's small, average, or big, it don't matter. I recommend keeping it at least small or somewhat average. So small can be like maybe 2 to 3 people. Average could be about maybe 5 to 6. And big could be like 10 and over. That's pretty much it. That's how I'm describing it. That's how I'm putting it. Some people might say it in a different way. Some people might describe it or explain it in a much different way. But this is how I'm describing it. So I recommend keeping it at least small or average. That's it. And after that, just live y'all's life to the fullest. Always rely on God, your family, and those certain friends that you chose to keep. Once you have those main people and the Lord himself, your life is all set. Point blank. So this is advice to you. If I've been as specific and as clear, if I was being specific and clear to y'all as I possibly could, then make sure y'all like it up. If y'all want to say something positive in the comments, go right ahead. If you want to give out some other advice that you have in mind, make sure you put it down below, and I'll respond as often as I can if you do end up commenting down below. Make sure, again, if you enjoyed, make sure you like it up. Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, that's all I got for y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. All right?